All right, investors, what's happening? It is cold as hell out here in California. You wouldn't believe it. It was like low 50s. I was freezing today being outside. It's incredible. Let me check the temperature real quick so I can show you right now. Oh, look at this. What? This is freezing temperature. I've never been this cold in my entire life. The house next door sold, and guess who moved in? Mr. and Mrs. Penguin. Guys, we've moved to Antarctica. It's just incredible out here. If I step outside, pretty sure I'm gonna get frostbite. I've never seen anything like this before. It's ridiculous. So I'm just sitting here making video because no one can step outside and it's really late. So I wouldn't be outside anyways. Moving on. Okay, what are we gonna talk about today? Oh, there it is. Trade update. I'm gonna update you on the trades. I've closed out 2 calendar spreads. I now make posts I every time ish I make a trade, and I put it on the YouTube community page. So if you want to see almost real time of when the trades are executed, I want to post it up there. If you're interested, I posted that I closed out a couple of the calendars right before close today. I will show you which ones they are and the account. This is the account right now. It's not down more than the market, so that's good. Um, I'm gonna go under Apple. I'm gonna scroll down to the history. By the way, I got 92 cents of Apple dividend. I'm very excited about. Going into the history, click on the show more button, then you can see all your trades. I wish there was more detail up front, so I don't have to click on each individual one. And when I click, of course, it lags. Oh, there you go. So it gives you a lot of information here. It tells you what day the trade was submitted, the quantity, the total money amount being exchanged. It was a limit buy. It was a limit buy. It closed. It tells you the date. Look, 12:59, 1 minute before market close. It tells you the quantity, when it's been bought, etc. When it's been closed. Gives you an option to download the trade confirmation. It's crazy. So 122 and 120 are the 2 calendar spreads that are closed. The reason why it says canceled in between is because I tried to close them at better prices and couldn't. And so I just kind of settled for a price. Every trade that I do is usually a limit trade. I don't want to be stuck, with a price that the market randomly picks for me because of some illiquidity issues or what have you. So I always try to do limit prices. That way you actually don't let the order flow people make a lot of money from you because you're just kind of stuck on a price, right? Like you say, okay, I will not buy or sell unless the price is this. So the market trades are the one that really kill you. So because the market just fills at any cost and it gives you usually the worst possible price. So a little tip for you guys to, especially if you're trading in liquid stocks, you should always trade with limit trades. Don't do market trades. Even trailing stop losses and all that stuff, I'm not in favor of it for precisely the same reason. I don't like the market picking, the worst available contract out there being traded right now, even if the slippage is very little. I just don't like that idea. I don't like that automatic type of execution that does not even put up a fight on the market. Moving on. The cost basis of these $120 and $122 trades were like 89, 75, or 71. I don't know which one. I think one of them was 71, the other one was like 89. And so the gain for each was about 65% for one, and then 60% for one and 35% for the other, something like that, something similar. I will be exiting the other one tomorrow. Next on the agenda, and number 3 is my next trade. So what I'm gonna do is combine number 3 and 4. Actually, I'm gonna give you a tip for that will help you time the entry and exit of your next option trade. And it's not just options. I mean, it can be stock trading, it can be any kind of trading whatsoever. So if you go to there are many websites that have this, but if you go to MarketWatch, for example, you can see a list of economic events that are upcoming in the following week. You can just search it on Google and it'll come up. Just search like economic event calendar or something like that. You can use any website really, and it tells you right here. So for example, today is Thursday. Oh, it just ticked into Friday, but let's say Thursday, February 16th. There was initial jobless claims, continuing jobless claims, etc. Producer price index, final demand, core PPI, etc. And on Friday, there's import price index really, and that's about it. A bunch of speakers. Now, what you want to do, okay, if you're trying to time trades in general, like obviously you're not going to be the only one that does this, but if you want a little bit of an edge, you want to be timing trades in between non-events, right? So for example, especially if you're trying to collect premium, if you're trying to collect data, right? On Monday, there's absolutely nothing happening. On Tuesday, pretty much nothing. Existing home sales, S&P flash US manufacturing PMI, I don't know. Things that are not that market moving. On Wednesday, we're going to have FOMC minutes, February 1 meeting. I don't know. I guess they're releasing the minutes of the February 1 meeting, whatever. And then on Thursday is kind of a big hitter. The GDP comes out. Oh, I guess it's GDP Q4 revision, so that's kind of a non-event too. Initial jobless claims, not that big of a market mover. I think the bigger market mover is going to be next Friday. Consumer spending, personal income, PCE index, core PCE, etc. Because that gives you an insight of how the economy is moving, or whatever you think the numbers mean. New home sales, consumer sentiment, etc. Even though some of these factors are not very respectable, regardless, it gives you some kind of insight. And so people do trade around it, and the markets tend to get a little bit volatile, and premium starts getting inflated. So it doesn't actually matter if the indicators are good or not. What matters is how much effect they have on the fatness of the premium, right? So premiums will enlarge in the options market if there's a lot of stuff going on. If there's like shocking data or something unexpected happening, premiums will go up. And if you've just entered a trade that collects premium decay, that benefits from premium decay, well, obviously that trade's going to go against you. Unless it expires that very Friday, and the gamma's going to go crazy on the trade. It's going to be like, right, really up and down really fast. And it might not be good for your methodical, I think it's methodical. For your methodical, trading style, right? You want to make sure that you've got all your ducks in a row, and erratic movement like that may not be suitable, maybe not be a good idea for you. So you can just check the calendar. I know it's hard to see if you're on the phone here, but go to the website, check it out yourself. And for example, if on this day, I would plan on entering a trade on Monday and possibly exiting it, on Thursday morning or Wednesday night or something like that before close, or even Thursday night. I don't know if I want to include the GDP revision or not. Sometimes what does happen though is a very quick premium collapse after an event if it turns out to be a non-event, right? So for example, let's say GDP revision People are, let's say, positioning in order to trade around it, and then nothing surprising happens, then data collapses really quickly. So you can keep that in mind. I'm not data, sorry. The premium collapses quickly. So you can implied volatility. The implied volatility, which is basically another term for premium fatness, collapses quickly. I don't know how many terms and times I'm going to say the same thing. So after the collapse, obviously you benefit from that as an option seller. So you can bet on that if you want to, but if you want to be safe and just take advantage of time that passes without anything shocking, non-economic data release related happens, then you can do that. Now keep in mind though that that's all priced into the market, and people that do market operation, like market makers day to day, they know this, they have this edge. So you can be just like another one of them if you want. I mean, you don't have to um, you know, you don't have to take additional risk if you don't want it. Depends how risky you see these events as. Like I just kind of told you my opinion on these events. Like they're kind of non-events all the way up until Friday, and I think Friday will be volatile next week. But the first 4 days will probably not be. I mean, they'll probably be very quiet. So we'll see what happens there, you know. So that's exactly my plan. So then my next trade is probably going to be some more premium selling, some more, you know, implied volatility crushing for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then try to look to exit on Wednesday night or Monday or Thursday morning, and collect whatever kind of gains I managed to get. I'm gonna look for a good trade, for a good deal on some calendar spread. Let's say I want to do a calendar spread on Apple again, because it's been working. I'm 3 out of 3 so far, profitable trades. So let's go on Apple, and then we're going to go to the options, and let's see if we can set up a quick calendar here. So February 24th, we're going to be selling. Okay, let's say a put. Add the money somewhere. How about 152? And then we're going to be buying a put next week at 152. And there's our calendar trade. We're going to do another long put calendar spread again with a maximum payout of $124 or so. But chances are is that I'm probably going to exit the trade, you know, somewhere around here, way before Friday comes in, right? So ideally, we want the price to be hanging around somewhere between 150 and 153, 154. So I can collect that, extra premium, extra quick implied volatility crush relative to the next week. So I might do a trade like that again. Also, I'm looking at other options too. Depending on what happens, I may do some bull spreads, some bear spreads. I don't know, maybe an iron condor or two to try to collect as much premium as I can. But look for it. I've started to post, like I said before, on the community tab. I've started to post real-time trades, little screenshots whenever I do them. Real time meaning like a minute or two after I post the trade, I'll take a screenshot and post it. I did it for my last 2 trades. You can see I did them in a single post, a couple pictures. You can check it. And I plan on doing that for the rest of the trades, especially the option trades, really. But any trades. I'll post it up so everybody can see it if you are interested, and with like a minute or 2 delay. And there you go. We'll keep track. We'll keep each other honest. You know what I mean? I want to know if anyone else is doing these calendar spreads. Like, I'm starting to kind of like them again. I haven't done it for a long time, and so I actually starting to kind of get a feel for it a little bit. And I plan on making some more, but I do want to diversify. Let me know if there's a different option strategy that you like, or you want me to, or you want to see me do or explain, or both, and I'll do it. So any kind of strat you want, some diagonal spreads or something, I don't know, you name it, I'll show you how to do it, and I will do it live. See if it's a profitable one or not. And if I lose money, I can blame you. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome. All right, let me know. Peace out.